Yet one of the big conversations we're having around the world is how do you balance religious freedom, rights for faith-based groups, with the rights for sexual minorities, for LGBTIQ people. And these are two good things, okay? I've seen homophobic violence. I've seen one group of men attack a gay couple simply for being who they are. I mean, that really is hatred without reason. And we don't want to have a world like that. As Christians, we don't want to live like that. So we have to affirm that, in a sense, LGBTIQ rights are a good thing because they have a right to live their life without violence, okay, without discrimination. They are entitled to equality before the law. Okay, they have the right to pursue their own happiness. And as a Christian, we have to recognize to love our neighbor, we have to allow our neighbor to be other than us. We may not necessarily agree with them. We may have our view of family, marriage, and sexuality, but we don't want to impose that on them. We may want to persuade them of certain things, but we're not out to get them. They're not the enemy. And I think that's what we've got to remember, that all people, irrespective of sexual identity or sexual orientation, they are in the image of God and they have the same rights as any other citizen as we do. And I think that's very important. And I say that not despite being a Christian, but precisely because I'm a Christian. Nonetheless, Christians have traditionally maintained and sustained a particular view of the body, of family, marriage, and sexuality. And we have every right in a liberal democracy to hold that opinion, to hold it charitably, to speak the truth in love, to say what we believe on those areas. And we should not allow the state, the government, to bully us, to intimidate us, or discriminate against us in that sector. But the problem is what happens when these two sectors collide. So when you've got like a faith-based charity, or where you've got a school that operates with some government funding, but it's got a religious ethos, that's where the real complexities come into it. And sadly, I don't think we've yet discovered a mechanism to fairly resolve those disputes. But hopefully in the future, with cooler heads, we'll find ways so we can allow the LGBTI community and people with conservative beliefs about family and marriage to coexist, not merely begrudgingly tolerate each other, but live side by side, knowing we all have the right to our own view, our own perspective, and to pursue our own plan for human flourishing.